Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm making this video about drowsiness. So, the question was raised in the comments section of the first video that I made about reasons not to get into trucking. And the question was, what do you do about drowsiness? How do you combat that? What do you do to get through the night? And a lot of times I'll be driving midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning, say noon. I'll be behind the wheel during those times. And every once in a while, not every time, but every once in a while, I do find myself kind of going like this. And so what I've learned early in my career is I start off my shift with one of these. It might be, some people might think, oh, you drink coffee. Those bangs are energy drinks are so bad for you. These Bang energy drinks actually have zero coloring in it. So there's no artificial coloring. There's no sugar. Basically, there's nothing. Zero fat, zero saturated fat, zero trans fat, zero cholesterol, sodium 40 milligrams, zero total carbohydrates, zero fiber, zero sugars, includes 0 grams of added sugar, 0 grams protein, 0 grams vitamin D, 0 grams iron, 0 milligrams of calcium 5. Well, no, that's calcium 5 milligrams. That's right. Okay. 5 milligrams of calcium, 85 milligrams of potassium, 5 milligrams of niacin, 1.5 mcg of vitamin B12, vitamin C 27 milligrams, vitamin B6 0.5 milligrams, and magnesium 5 milligrams. One thing that you should know about this also is it has 300 milligrams of caffeine. One serving size, that's this can. You get a Monster, however, which does have artificial coloring, does have sugar, does have, and also this is light carbonation too. Monster is so much worse for you, and that's what most people know about. Now, I'm not saying that that's good for you necessarily, but I'm also saying that it's not necessarily bad for you either. I'm sure if you drink numerous daily, then yeah, that could probably eat at your kidneys and your stomach lining, or I don't know, I don't know, but it's cold. I have a refrigerator in the truck, and it's I keep them cold in the refrigerator. So whenever I start my day, I recycle these cups, and I just reuse them every day. So I've had this cup for I don't know how many weeks, and all I use it for is using it for Bang energy drinks, and I use it every day. Second thing I do, I always keep a gallon of water right next to me, on the floor, right next to the driver's seat. I start getting tired. I drink quite a bit of water. It's not the most. I might drink a gallon every 2 days, but it's probably more than the average driver. Main reason being, I think, is that they don't want to drink a whole lot of fluids because they don't want to make a whole bunch of stops because they got to pee. I don't know, something about me is I don't have to make a whole lot of stops. I might have to stop and pee once, But normally I'll drive 6-7 hours at a time. You know, I say 6 or 7 hours at a time, but that's after my 30-minute break. Altogether, I might drive about 9 to 10 hours a day, and I'm fine. Um, but uh, so that's another thing. Something else that I would do is, and this is just what I do. There's an app that I use for music. There's an app that I use for videos. There's an app that I keep myself, I keep myself entertained, not looking at the screen as I'm driving, going like this. Nothing like that. But I mean, if it's a video, I might. Everything looks good on the road. Glance down for a second and look back up. You know, but I'm gonna tell you what. If I don't do that, even whenever I, go like that, it all becomes routine, and it's the same thing for hours. I'm looking straight ahead, left, right, left, right. You know, it becomes routine, and in my head, it becomes pretty boring because normally I'm driving at those hours. I'm not always the only one on the road, depending on where I'm at, but I mean, a lot of times I'm the only one on the road. Um, I'm like, there's nobody around me, but I use voice to text to search anything. I never sit there and just type it in. Like, I don't do that. I use voice to text, which with this headset, I I have to use this headset. I'm also going to list this next app that I use. Basically, it routes all of the sound to the microphone, which would normally come from. It would pick up from the microphone on the phone, on my cell phone. But because I usually drive with my window cracked, it doesn't always pick up what I'm trying to say when I am searching for something. So I use this app, and it routes the microphone to my headset and picks it up a whole lot more clearer, which is also, it's the app that I use when I'm recording these videos. So I use YouTube to listen to current events as I'm driving. I listen to, like here recently, the election. I re-listened to the debates over and over again, and I mean, I listen to musician vlogs. It's just stuff like that, stuff that pique my interest and would not put me to sleep. I also use a music app. I'm going to list all the apps that I mentioned and stuff like that. I'm going to link it down in the description below. But the music app that I use, the icon, it says Free Music 2020. You can make playlists and stuff. What's really cool is any video that's publicly on YouTube can be found on this app. You can make playlists with it, no ads, which is also really good. So it's like using YouTube, but without the ads. I still use YouTube though. But if I ever want to listen to a full album of any artist or I want to listen to just like my own playlist or just a specific song, I can search for it, listen to it, download it. I can download it in video form or in MP3 form, MP3 or MP4. I can do all of that with this one app. I never sit there and try to finger it, type it on the digital keyboard of things, that I'm searching for. I always use voice to text, and not to mention, I always have my cell phone on a magnetic mount that's suction cupped to the dashboard. I cannot stress that enough. It is so dangerous to hold your cell phone and drive. I mean, it's dangerous to drive, but it's dangerous. It's like a double whammy to drive and hold your cell phone. The last couple of things, I mean, I don't know. I this is gonna sound weird. I slap myself sometimes, and sometimes it really works, and I'm really good after that. But if I'm still falling asleep, I'll stop at a rest area at a truck stop on an on ramp, and I'll stop there for a little bit, maybe get outside, walk around. You just make sure that I wake myself up. If I absolutely cannot, then I'm calling dispatch. I'm saying, hey, I don't know what's up with me. I'm too tired. I got to stop and rest. And they can't make me drive more. And even if they tried, it's too dangerous. I'm not going to do it. So those are the things that I do to combat drowsiness. Let me know what you do in the comments section below. Let me know your criticisms of my ideas of, like what the things that I do to combat drowsiness. But y'all, take it easy, and for real, be safe. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And the reason why I say keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, the shiny side is the top of the truck. The light reflects off of it, which makes it shiny. And the rubber side, you keep the shiny side up. The rubber side is the tires. Keep that down. Meaning, stay vertical, not horizontal. Y'all be safe. Take it easy. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. Peace.